So in this question, we want to know what type of bonding can be found in PCl5. And for a bond to be found in a certain compound, there are two different types. First is going to be the covalent. There are covalent bonds, and then there's ionic bonds. And the difference between these two is going to be determined by the difference of the two different atoms that are involved in the bond, the difference in the electronegativity. So I'll put right here that we have the difference in electronegativity. And if there's a very small difference in electronegativity, then it's going to be a covalent bond. So I'm going to put a small difference here. If the difference is small, then it's going to be a covalent. And if the difference is large, it's going to be ionic. So I'll put large difference over here. And the good thing is that to solve questions like this, we don't have to know what the difference in electronegativity is for each of the different atoms. There's a general rule that you can follow, and that is that a lot of non-metals have a very large electronegativity, and a lot of metals have a very small electronegativity. And so if we mix something like two non-metals here, then it's going to be a covalent bond. And if we have something like a metal and a non-metal, well, the difference in electronegativity is going to be very large. So this would be something like a metal plus another non-metal. And so now that we know if we have two non-metals, or if a metal and a non-metal, if it's going to be covalent or ionic, we need to know where can we find these metals and non-metals on the periodic table. So let's pull up a periodic table. And in this periodic table, we can see here that we got all the non-metals are going to be over here in this area. So if you find an atom that's going to be somewhere along in here, then that's going to be a non-metal. This will be all the non-metals. And that's also going to include hydrogen over here. So all those are going to be non-metals in here plus hydrogen. And if you find an element that's going to be in anywhere in here, that's going to be a metal. So all of these, and even these down here, these are all going to be metals. And then this area kind of like right in here between, those are going to be metalloids. So if you look right here, we have this P right here, and P is going to be a non-metal. And then Cl is also going to be a non-metal. So that means the difference in electronegativity will be very small between P and Cl. And that means that this is going to be a covalent bond. All the bonds in here are going to be covalent. So covalent bond is the answer.